Wake up, wake up, wake up. This is the Mecca Media Morning Show. I am your girl, Shar Johnson, in the house today, and I am coming to you with some breaking news. Hey, Hiram, how are you doing this morning?
Oh, man, I'm pretty fair for a square. I guess they wilding in Pittsburgh. Talk to me.
Oh, yes, they are wilding out in my hometown. Let's just go ahead and read this article. Pittsburgh. Shots fired at a house party in Pittsburgh early Sunday left 2 minors dead and at least 8 more people wounded, police said. The shooting happened around 12:30 a.m. during a party at a short-term rental property where there were more than 200 people inside, many of them underage. Pittsburgh police said in a news release. 2 male victims died at the hospital, police said, and 8 more people were being treated for gunshot wounds. A police release initially said 9 others were injured, but Pittsburgh Police Chief Scott Sherbert revised the numbers at a noon press conference. Others were injured attempting to flee. At least 2 people suffering broken bones by jumping out of the building's windows, authorities said. Shots were still being fired in the area as officers arrived at the scene, with young people fleeing. And I got this information from the CBS reported news in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.
Man, like I said before, Shar Johnson, they were wilding in Pittsburgh. Hey, man, listen, this thing is kind of interesting. First off, it's sad. Our prayers and our concerns and our mercy goes out to the whole collective up in Pittsburgh that was up in the Airbnb or the rental property, however they want to put it. It's some things that we can learn from this, y'all. It is definitely some things we can learn from this. Number one, most places in America have what they call a curfew. Now, I'm not a big fan of curfews. That, to me, that stifles some of your freedoms, okay? When somebody tell you can't go a particular place and stuff like that, that stifles your freedoms, kind of stop your freedom, okay? It's totally like a contradicting thing. They tell you you're free, but you got a curfew. It puts me back in those days when we as a people had to walk from one plantation to the next. We had to have papers bearing witness that we was able to walk from one plantation to one plantation. Or when you was free, you had to walk with what they call freedom paper, okay? Stuff like that. So that's what, but I'm not a big fan of the curfew. But, however, to contradict myself, I am totally understanding a curfew for kids underage, for underage adults, underage kids, whatever. We all know that underage means under 21, under the legal age of drinking and having sex, okay? I am definitely a person that's called being responsible. If you have a child that's underage and you don't know where that child is at after 12 o'clock, 11 o'clock, whatever the curfew is, I'm going to say it like this. If you don't know where that child is at, you're irresponsible as a parent, period. Okay? If you're one of those parents that know Mook is at the party and the party is over at 1 o'clock, you a lenient parent, okay? If you don't know that Mook is on the block at the hotel flipping chicken, whatever, if you don't know none of that, then you're not a great steward. Now what am I saying, bro? I'm saying you can't control people who don't want to be controlled, but at least the laws are set in place for certain things not to happen. Now, I went all around the block to say if the curfew was at hand and it was enforced by each individual's parents, a lot of them kids wouldn't have been in that place. That's a fact. Okay, this happening after 12:30. I think the standard is 11 or 12 o'clock that underage children should be supervised at that point. You know what I'm saying? That wouldn't happen. But the mentality that makes that happen, I was watching the video, you can hear somebody hollering, "Get the F out! Get out!" And I'm seeing the kids just standing there like, what the hell? Get out! When somebody says something in an authoritative way like that, that means that person is serious. Now, I don't know, at this point, we do not know what popped off or what happened in the Airbnb, but we see glimpses from people's cell phones and you hear things, but you can see there was a shooting going on. They were shooting and everything, but before that, I heard, "Get out! Get the hell out!" and all this stuff. And then before you know it, They shooting. I'm hearing people and I'm seeing people inside the Airbnb talking about their shooting. Hell, I even heard one girl talking about, why are they shooting in a place like this for? Get out. It's time to run. Okay, it's time to get out of there. Okay? That's just what I'm saying, man. Listen, I can go on and on about this, man. But we need to be a little more hands-on when it comes to our children, man. It is what it is because, 2 people died. Now, I'm just saying 2 people died. These times are different. When we was going through house parties and stuff, it was 200 people in this damn party now. Some clubs ain't that damn big to hold 200 people. There's a fire department capacity limit in these bars. This wasn't a bar. Some people can blame it on the pandemic, how we was boxed in for so long. Now we just doing whatever. But I do know people was killed in this house party type of thing. It was melee, it was mayhem. Again, all our prayers goes out to the people who lost their lives, to the people who was wounded, and I hope that the criminals who was doing the shooting or the popping off get brought to justice, okay? On another note, though, on a lighter note, we're gonna keep this thing going. We're gonna talk about what happened this weekend as well. The USFL did what they had to do. What is the USFL? It's the United States Football League. Yes, they're taking another try. For those that don't know, the USFL is a professional football league, and some people referring to it as spring football. That's right, football is so popular here in America. Certain people have invested in some off NFL season football. Back in the day, the USFL, this was in the 80s, it took off. I was there, I saw it, I'm the witness, okay? That's back then. Then, in the early 2000s, the XFL jumped off because the USFL debunkled. And there was another one that bumped off in the 2000s. Maybe it was the American Football League, I'm not sure. Well, this time around, after the debunkle of the XFL in 2001 or 2001, they relaunch the USFL. Now this is dope. I'm excited about it. I saw the games. They got some different rule changes and stuff like that to make it entertaining. The camera, the microphone, actually you're more interactive to the thing. Now, the thing that I like was the scheduling. I like that the scheduling. It was a Saturday night game. It was a Saturday night kickoff game. I don't know if they're gonna play every Saturday night, but Sunday they had a full spectrum of games. It was a 12:30 game, a 5 o'clock game, then it's like a 8 o'clock game. I'm gonna call it 7:30, 8 o'clock or something. Maybe it was 9. But anyway, it was the same 3 slots like with the NFL. So if you wanted to get your football fix, you had it going on. Now let's talk about the product. Let's talk about what I saw, okay? Now, if you like football, you have to understand that this is not the NFL. It's an alternative to the NFL, meaning the talent pool wasn't NFL talent. I'm seeing kickers missing field goals that I'm used to them making. I'm seeing people dropping balls that I'm used to them catching. I'm not saying people don't miss field goals or drop balls in the NFL, but this was definitely, the talent was a little lackluster, if you will. Just in some places, you can see it because you know you're not watching the NFL. But on the other hand, I seen some playing without a care. I'm seeing bombs on the first down. I'm seeing people catching they mossing people. You know, it's definitely some talent in there. Hopefully, with the emergence of the USFL and next year's XFL, some of these talents that you see them playing spring ball, you understand what I'm saying, can make the transition and get picked up by the National Football League. Listen, man, this is the Mecca Media Morning Show with your brother, Mr. Mecca Hiram Hakeem. Y'all better feel me before they kill me, y'all. Peace. National treasure and professional bull rider Billy Ray Thunder brings his bull riding and rodeo experience to Akron, Ohio. Bareback riders are a dying breed in the rodeo circuits for men of color. With that being said, this unique experience and opportunity is catered to those who truly understand and appreciate the cultural experience of the black cowboy. Take note, Billy Ray Thunder is only interested in teaching those who will be determined and dedicated to the sport of bareback riding. For more information, attend a meeting Wednesday, May 11th at 6 p.m. at Macedonia Methodist Church. That's 940 McKinley Avenue, Akron, Ohio. Pastor Lorenzo Glenn, 330-572-9889. Keep the date, Saturday, May 28th, 2022. It's the Perkins Junior High Alumni Reunion Party. This will be the event to remember with DJ Easy Money and VJ the DJ with live performances by Rare Image. Come out to the event center that's 2208 East Market Street, Akron, Ohio, and rock out all night long with some great tasting soul food while supplies last. Remember, that's $35 per person in advance and $60 per couple. And you know what? That's only $40 at the door per person. Remember, keep the date, Saturday, May 28th, 2022. It's the reunion, the Perkins Junior High School Reunion Alumni Party.
A lot of times, what you find with entrepreneurs, self-employed people, they actually, they write everything off, they take their money, they just kind of throw it in the purse, and they make a lot of money, but they don't claim a lot of money. And because of that, they're not eligible for a loan, and then they feel like, oh, well, they didn't give me the loan just because. No, you can't do that. That's not okay. You have to actually show income in order to be able to actually qualify for a loan. You can't show $10,000 of income on your tax returns and then go apply for a $200,000 house. It'll never happen. It's not ever going to happen. So you have to use your money wisely, use your write-offs wisely, use an accountant, pay someone to do your taxes, quit trying to use whatever, some of those online TurboTax, do it yourself. Set yourself up properly. Again, if we want to create legacies, we want to create financial freedom, it's not always about getting over on the government, thinking that we're getting over, because it hinders us. We get in our own way.
Hi, my name's Vanessa. I'm a part of the new leadership team here at Louisiana. We are basically doing the same menu. We got whole wings, wingdings, we got our fish, we have catfish, perch, shrimp. We offer it grilled or fried, and we're doing the same sides that we always have, all homemade: collard greens, mac and cheese, red beans and rice, mashed potatoes, coleslaw, all the regular. We also have some fried gizzards still. We have new operating hours. We're open during the week 11 to 7, and on Fridays and Saturdays 11 to 8, closed on Mondays as normal.